Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Striaton City Gym. My name is Zez.
And I am Josh.
And here we have some more Super Scuffed tabletop gameplay. On the left, we have Austin Sherman holding up his deck for you, playing Arceus Giratina.
And on the right, we have Austin Falk playing Fusion Strike Mew.
And I'll tell you this, Austin Falk's deck list is spicy. It is spicy.
From what I've been told. You know what? Pop that in my DMs. I want to see this while we're watching this.
Okay. Well, I figure out how to copy this.
I'll commentate this while you do this. So we got Austin Sherman. He's going first here. He grabbed a Giratina. It looks like he attached an energy to his active Arceus V. He is going to Nest Ball for what looks like a Bidoof. Pretty good lead here, honestly. He's got his Arceus V in play. He's got the Bidoof.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I did tell him on turn 1 he won the game because he got to attach an energy on the first turn.
That's great.
Literally all you have to do with Arcetina is you just attach an energy and then you win. Does throw down the path to the peak to
pretty gruesome, honestly.
The Genesects.
He passes the turn here. It's gonna go off to Mr. Falk here. Now, how is he gonna do this with the path in play? Well, it's that simple. Just play Lost City, and you're good.
I did send you the list.
Okay.
It's something else. This is a crazy list.
Holy crap! This list is crazy. We'll get to that whenever we get there.
I think he does play that card in this matchup.
He's playing the. Oh my god! There's no way I'm seeing this card in here.
Oh, it's real.
No, there it is on the board right there. There's a Deoxys in the
not
deck.
That card.
No, I see Deoxys, but I also see what appears to be a little squirrely boy.
There it is. It's right there. It's School
The
Bet.
squirrely boy?
He does play a School Bet. It was wild. When I saw his deck list, I almost fell out of my chair. I did not think he would play it. I like it. In theory, it works.
When you think about it, it makes so much sense.
But it just drives me up the wall that it works so well. Like, it should not work that well. But it does. So you
essentially sacrifice one card draw for a way to unbrick yourself. That is crazy.
And we're basically watching two decks that play School Bet draw 5. He's hitting it up right now. He's going for it.
Here we go. He is going indeed for the draw 1. He's going to use his next stash. He is then going to go for the draw 3 here. The Deoxys here, I don't really understand the usefulness of Deoxys. I mean, I'm just new to the game in terms of, like, keeping up with the meta.
So Deoxys is really good against the Lost Box matchup because they can't one-shot it with Cramorant.
Okay.
So they have to work a little bit harder to kill it. I do like how these decks are including Featherball. I'm surprised it took rotation to get me to play Featherball because it made sense on paper the whole time. It lets you search your deck for any one Pokemon with free retreat cost. So it can get you that Mew V or VMAX. Chooses to fail so we can play the penny for turn to reset.
Yes, sir! This
draw
gameplay is wild, bro.
Immaculate
gameplay here. He's gonna attach the fusion energy to his benched Meloetta, is that?
Yes.
A little stuff. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. He's then going to retreat into the Deoxys, and he's going to pass his turn. This deck is crazy. I'm having so much fun watching.
Little unfortunate that he had to play Penny and didn't hit Elisa Sparkle, because if he did, he would have been able to knock out that Arceus on turn 1, which probably would have made Austin Sherman lose the game.
It also would have made him mauled.
Yes. He probably would have just scooped immediately. Sherman does hit the research just to draw some cards. Really, he's looking for, there it is, Arceus V-Star and double turbo energy right there. Kind of thinking how he wants to path out his turn, if he wants to go for the Starbirth to get Judge Path.
I was about to say, how does he path out his turn? probably gets a path.
Or I would also like to see him just hold on to the Starburst because he doesn't need it right now, and he might be in danger of a knockout from that Meloetta. But we'll have to see. This is where we get into the games of I don't really remember what happens.
Honestly, probably one of the scariest things that an Arceus V-Star player can do is hold on to Starbirth, right? On one hand, Arceus is very much known for going all full gas, getting an absolutely insane turn 2, popping off Starburst, attaching a shit ton of energies through either the basic V's attack or through, what is the attack called on Arceus V-Star? Trinity Nova, thank you, Zaz. And then being able to just absolutely go off to the races, have a clear setup board. But an even scarier thing that an Arceus V-Star player can do is just hold on to that V-Star power. Which in my opinion is absolutely vital here. You could easily save that just to get a quick boss for a 3-prize knockout later in the game. Choice banded onto a Giratina V-Star. Even just judging and pathing later when your opponent desperately would need to do things like draw cards in this situation.
Well, I do know that it looks like Falk only has 3 cards in his hand. So if Sherman does play the path right now, there really isn't anything that Falk can do about it.
And there it is, right there on the board.
He's just assuming that he's going to not be able to bump the stadium. The Lost City needs to be discarded.
What the fuck, Falk?
I don't know why it's still in play.
It's still there.
Just forgot. Now,
fine.
What is unfortunate for him as a Mew player right now, that Choice Belt is, since Sword and Shield base set came out, all cards that are tools have been errated to be their own kind of like type. They're no longer item cards, so you can't use Chromatic on it. Sherman's gonna go ahead and discard his own stadium form. Just helping him out, and it looks like his hand is bricked. He's definitely gonna have to go for the mustache. Hopefully he can get a stadium bump or something. He does attach the energy, which I like to see.
If we can get an Elisa Sparkle out here, that'd be crazy, but it does not look like that is going to be the case here.
He could get Elisa Sparkle right now off this Nestash and
that'd be
go
crazy
for a huge knockout, but I feel like
that'd be absolutely
that
crazy.
would not be good though, because he knocks out the Arceus. There's a Giratina right there.
Yeah. That's why it wouldn't be good, but also it'd just be really
And honestly,
fun.
I feel like Sherman could also start going for the other Giratina. Start hitting up that Shred. Looks like he's going for the Nestash. Wild. This is a wild.
Here we go.
Wild list.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I don't know.
And we don't even get to see what the card is.
It's definitely unplayable.
Thanks, Austin. Very cool.
It's either unplayable or the best card in his deck.
He looks
like we're gonna have a retreat.
He wants to retreat. Oh baby, not the rat. Don't do this to him.
Oh, he's just going for damage.
Wait a minute.
He's going for damage.
There's no way.
Going for the 170.
170. No. Like what is that card? We don't know what that card is. I wish we could ask him right now what that card is.
I should text him. Be like, yo. 2 weeks
but we'll
ago,
find out.
2 weeks ago, you drew a card off of Nestash. What was it?
Speaking of Squovit, though, looks like we are getting a Squovit on his side of the board now. So now his Squovit Boot Barrel is online.
And it doesn't lose to Path to the Peak.
That is very true.
I do like the V-Guard energy on the V-Star Giratina here.
He's overcommitting, but he is essentially saying you have to do, 310?
Yeah.
To knock my boy out? Like, that's a lot of damage that you have to put out on a Mew.
I don't think it's overcommitting either, only because Giratina does have to Lost Zone 2 energy cards to use that Lost Impact attack. Going for the boss's orders!
Jeez.
You hate to see it. He's just saying...
I would ask, why would he not knock out the Meloetta here?
Because the Mew is a way bigger threat. Considering that he didn't do anything last turn, he didn't evolve, he didn't do anything. He didn't even play that one card in his hand. He could have just knocked out the Meloetta, but I feel like this is a safer play in the long run. He wants to limit the ability to Psychic Leap. He wants to limit the ability to Techno Blast. The Mew just has so much more versatility. And at this point, he's set up, so it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, no, he's got absolutely crazy setup. Both of those Giratinas are charged.
Absolutely.
He's got two cards in his hand.
It doesn't matter right now if he loses his Arceus V. Well, one of those cards was Fusion Strike Energy, and the other one is Echoing Horn. So either of them would have been unplayable last turn. Attaches the energy.
What was that?
Ooh, gets the Mew.
Yep, the Mew.
Unfortunate. He has not hit the stadium bump.
He does get, in fact, 2 cards for prizes.
But I feel like
we're gonna need to start letting people know to fucking, like, reveal their hands. Also, sorry, this way. Reveal hands.
It's a little too late now, I think, for the knockout. I think the game is a little too far out of his control. I mean, Austin Sherman really have to fumble hard.
He's trying to track and choose here. He chooses to discard the research. Sorry, I almost called it the Sycamore.
You don't need it anymore. This might just be a best stack.
Yo, here we go, baby. Come on.
Really like
yo, hoard the squirrel nuts. Let's see it.
What?
Hoard the acorns. The acorns, bro.
I've never heard anyone say it like that before. Oh, I like this. He attaches the DTE to the Squovit. So, okay, here's a trade secret, Josh, okay?
Okay.
This is why this deck is broken in this format.
Sure.
Giratina says you have to Lost Zone 2 energy.
Yeah, you can just choose to get the
double turbo and it counts.
Yeah.
They need to errata Giratina so it says energy card because that interaction is broken.
It is very broken. Very broken. I can see it.
Oh, goes for the Genesect.
Oh my god, another boss is 2 in a row.
Draw. He said, you know what? If you got anything off the prize cards, it don't matter because you're not drawing cards.
Get out of my house.
It hits with the Lost Impact. And the game is over. There's nothing really.
The game is lost. He's gonna pull out a 5th bosses after the game is over, and just say, "I'm bossing up your soul."
He does. Oh, is that? Yeah. I think that's a Lost Vacuum in his hand too. Oh, he had the out. If he just knocked out the Meloetta, I think Falk could have had the chance. There's the Battle VIP pass. You hate to see it. There's the Ultra Ball. Trying just to get some setup here.
Here we go.
A little late for it, but
he's going, boys. He's trying his hardest, but oh man, the racehorse
didn't just scoot immediately as soon as he got path locked.
Yeah, so we can at least have a video talking about how he's already done.
Now wait until round 3.
Yeah, but that being said, all jokes aside, though, Sherman definitely put up a good game here in terms of him. You know, he definitely got the proper setup here. I mean, like he says, as he got energy on turn 1. All right, you know, like
that's usually all they need. Now Falk did have the opportunity to just kind of win after that if he played if he was able to play Elisa Sparkle. So I feel like this game was really determined in the first couple of turns. Like one deck was able just to outpace the other one. It's the kind of format that we're in right now, especially with these decks. So hopefully Paldea Evolved kind of fixes that issue, and we don't have to worry about it so much.
For sure.
It's like he's Ultra Balling again, going for
another Genesect. Let's
just trying to draw some cards. He can evolve this Mew into Mew VMAX, so hopefully, if he sees another Lost Vacuum, he can get rid of that Choice Belt. And then Sherman, I know he does play the one of Cleansing Gloves, so maybe he doesn't have that as well. So we're asking for a lot here. He's gonna draw 5 cards.
Here we go, baby.
We're asking for double turbo.
The hottest 5. And
he has the double turbo, but did not get the
double
Mew
turbo.
VMAX.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's really going for the something.
What is he doing here? I'm very confused.
He's probably praying.
I think he's just thinking of outs right now. I don't know
really
if there
think
really
there's
are
anything
any.
you can do. I don't think.
Yeah, I
you
think
can-
that's. I think he's starting to
I don't
realize
think you can
there's
energy
not
mix.
a
I think
lot.
energy mix is a psychic energy, so I don't think you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, psychic leap for 100. Or sorry,
Ooh.
80.
Well, that requires a psychic as well, does it not?
Yeah, so he can't do either.
He can't even do that.
Oh, he hasn't. He
Wove it!
He hasn't nest dashed.
Come on,
I
squab
forgot.
it!
He forgot. He didn't do that yet.
Come
Here we
on,
go.
squirrel!
We're looking for Mew VMAX.
Come on, UV Max.
Off the top! Oh my goodness. For 220
He is going to, in fact, do damage.
damage.
Let's fucking go, chat.
And
I've
then
sworn
he
a lot
can-
in this
And then
video.
he can just retreat into the other one or attach the cleansing gloves that are in his hand.
Yeah.
And go for
Yes,
the lost
sir.
impact for 310. And
Yep.
the game is
In the game.
over.
Yeah,
Going
it's
for the
over. They
fist
give the
bump.
fist bump.
I love
yes,
it.
sir. Shake my hand, he says, and then he does it.
So
Well, closing thoughts on this match.
Well-
Definitely just a very speedy match. It was definitely a match of who could get the better setup here, and it was very clearly Sherman, as Falk missed the turn 1 on the Elisa Sparkle.
yeah,
It just happened.
this game was definitely decided by turn 2. Falk just really couldn't bump that path. If he could have bumped the path at any point in the on turn 2 or 3, I think this would have been a very different game. It would have been a lot longer. But yeah, this game was really decided by turn 2. Once
Sherman though.
did that,
God.
once he did that Starbirth, I think Starbirthing for the path was the correct play, even though he could have held on to it. Just getting Path to the Peak, just denying his opponent the ability to draw cards was huge. And he also kept knocking out Mews. He used boss orders on Mew and Genesect. Kind of ignored Meloetta, even though it was doing damage. It wasn't doing enough damage to warrant him to be afraid. Because his opponent had not played Elisa Sparkle. And I will tell you this, Falk only plays 2 Elisa Sparkle in the deck.
Yeah,
So,
I'm looking at this list right now, dog, and like,
there's a lot
first of all, like, he
lot
is
of
running a
tech
very
cards.
interesting list. Like, there is a singular Pokemon catcher in the list. You have the one Silena, of course, but you also have the Penny, which, as you saw earlier in that game, let him draw another 4 cards, which is actually a pretty fun tech. I'm not gonna lie about that. And then, of course, the 2 Elisa Sparkle, which honestly might have been the downfall there. If he was running like 3, I think he would have been very likely to see it that game, and it might have changed.
Or if he
up
upped
a
his
little
count of 4 Seal Stone, that also could have helped a lot too.
That
He's
is
only
also
playing 1
valid,
4
too.
Seal Stone for the Star Alchemy ability.
bit. I would definitely, 2 in this deck, especially for a deck that is like Mew VMAX, a staple for being like the original deck for at the time when 4 Seal Stone was released, being like, yo, this is the card to run in Mew to make it like super good, better than it ever was. It giving it so much consistency. 4 Seal Stone would have just instantly gotten him that game. Just like how Starbirth basically set up Sherman for the beginning of turn 2.
Absolutely. Well, thank everyone for watching the Scuffed tabletop gameplay. We have a couple more coming. We have a 3rd round of Swiss for this tournament, plus a top 4 match, and the finals. And I'll tell you what, I didn't watch a single second of the final game, the absolute final round. So I know it's long. That's all I know about it.
It's gonna be very scuffed here, boys, but that's what we're all about. That's right, City Gym.
So again, thank you for watching. I'm Zaz.
And I'm Josh.
We hope to see you in the next Scuffed tabletop gameplay video.
Take care.